Hey, it's me, Renee. I'm back. So, suppose I haven't talked about this in a while, but one of the things that I love very much is Percy Jackson. I have the Percy Jackson Pocket Pop. I have all the books. Yeah, I love those books. I also enjoy Rick Riordan's Kane Chronicles. I love all these books. So of course I follow him online. No, online. He mostly puts stuff up on his blog. But then like these last few years, he's been again words. He's written those kind of standalone-ish Percy Jackson books. But he also wrote that Nico and suppose they wins. Nico and Angel. Now I'm blacking out. Nico and what's Nico's boyfriend again? This is annoying me. Nico and Matt, Mark. Will Solis. Will is his name. Yeah, Nico and Will book. And we just heard, well, a few months ago that we're getting a new one in that series, which is fun. So more Nico books. But yeah, also recently, Rick Riordan did a blog post where like he talked about how what he's been doing lately. That he's like so happy that Percy Jackson season 3 is coming. Season 3 is coming. So happy that we know season 3 is happening before season 2 is premiered. That's yeah the greatest news. So he said, and he's also part of the writing team. Like he's slightly part of the writing team for that TV series. He helps them out with that. So he's kind of working on. I think he's probably working on season 3 right now. I think that maybe he said he might be thinking about Nico casting and whatnot because now it's been announced, it's officially happening. I think maybe they also might start to film soon and whatnot. But anyway, well, that's also very cool that we have more Percy series, of course. But what I'm really here for is that in the same blog post, he said he's working on season 3 of Percy Jackson series. I think he said he's working on the new Nico book. But I think it was something else also because I think like it was 3 and 3 because he also said, and he's working on 3 secret things that he can't talk about right now. And that's just so cool. Like, ooh, secret project. What could that be? So I am here to kind of daydream about what those secret projects could be. Uh, so for and this is just me. Like I'm just throwing things out in the ether, like daydreaming out loud to you people. So I have no basis of any of this being real. This is just my hopes and dreams that this will happen, that this is happening. So back in the day, this was published, Demigods and Magicians, where you have 3 short stories where Annabeth and Percy meets the Kane brother Kane siblings, and I loved having them together. Like that crossover was so fun. This is a collection of those 3 stories. There's 3 stories of them together fighting monsters and whatnot, and idiots and villains. And honestly, I kind of feel like it would be fun to have this again. I mean, short stories. I feel like Rick Riordan writes so much. He could probably like make up a short story with the Kane Chronicle and the Kane siblings and Percy again. I think it would just be so much fun. I would love for that to happen. Even though I love Percy Jackson, well, I suppose I kind of gone back and forth, but parts of me sometimes kind of like the Kane Chronicles more than the Percy books. I know it's atrocious. It's such a stupid thing to say, but that's what I kind of feel sometimes. That's the truth that I feel. So yeah, I would like love more here. Or if you don't do alternatively, if it doesn't do another crossover story like this one, he could just write more with the Kane siblings. I feel like having more with them out in the world would be fun. I mean, that was a trilogy, and except these 3 stories, we haven't heard more from them. And I feel like it was so fun to revisit those characters I would love it so, so much. And then we have, yeah, so yeah, I put the cane book here as like a illustration. So yeah, I suppose this the same subject. Let's put them away. And then next, because there was three things that he was working on. So 5 years ago, was it more? I'm gonna double check. Yeah, 5 years ago, this was published, The Cursed Carnival and Other Calamities. So it's Rick Riordan presents short stories, but it's also a Rick Riordan short story that's it's Irish based with something different than his other books. And honestly, I love this book. I recently read it, like I read it 2 years ago, so I was late to that party. But I love this book, and honestly, I feel like it was kind of fun if he did another one of these, like where he had all the Rick Riordan presents authors write a short story, and he of course he would also write one. I suppose also honestly, Rick doesn't write one short story like in the collection here. Just have the Rick Riordan presents authors write a story that could also be fine. Would also be very fun. So I wouldn't mind if he didn't write them himself. But yeah, more anthologies with these authors together in like this another and I'm throwing around for some reason. Another another collaboration with these people would be so so cool. I would love that. And then last but not least, I'm coming here out of yeah, I can't think, but I feel like out of left field, and I'm putting something out there that I feel like people don't talk about really. But okay, so right now, Rick Riordan, he's mostly known for Percy Jackson books, but he also wrote adult series way back in the day. I feel like I feel like maybe they might be not like very good stories. I feel like because they're kind of I suppose they've been overshadowed by Percy Jackson. I suppose it could be because Percy Jackson is a phenomenon, or it could be because his earlier books weren't that good. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's like he's Rick Riordan is famous for his mythology based stories. And he's also said like he likes writing for kids for middle graders. So like he's not really feel like he's not might not really be planning to try to read write adult books or whatnot. But what I think would kind of be fun if Rick Riordan decided to write a spy book. So this is an example. This is a spy series by Stuart Gibbs. Read the first book. I liked it. But yeah, I feel like Rick Riordan and writing about something not mythology based, for example, spies, could be very fun because he still has that amazingly comedic writing. He has great characters, and I feel like he could write about anything. I feel like honestly, to me, I feel like Rick Riordan is an author who could write a shopping list and we would all read it because he writes amazingly. But yeah, having him write about spies that are 12, 11 years old, that could be so fun. Or honestly, I'm also kind of thinking having him write a series with like time travel elements would also be very, very fun. I would love that. I feel like that would just be a fun thing for him to publish and write. And yeah, that is my hopes and my dreams for what his secret products are. Do you have some things that you hope Rick Riordan is working on? I suppose also, what's the thing again? Again, words. Honorable mention would be that he's working on a movie script for the Kane Chronicles, or a TV script for the Kane Chronicles, or a movie script for Arusha. The wow he would be working on that, I suppose. I mean, he did publish Arusha for like the Victoria Princess, so it could also have a hand in that. I feel like so that could also be something that's happening. I suppose maybe that's more likely, but yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's my little daydreaming video of today. Do you agree with me? Do you have other things you hope that Rick Riordan is working on? And yeah, if you have not read any Rick Riordan books, I recommend you do that and read them because he writes amazing books. So amazing. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.